Hanukkah is such a great celebration, even if you're not Jewish. Today we are going to talk about some fun activities around Hanukkah and learn a little bit more about this joyous holiday celebration based on a miracle. So here is our Hanukkah show.
Welcome to the Teaching Your Toddler Show with Marijo Tinlin. Each show we talk about fun activities to do with your little one, including a craft, a letter of the week, Spanish words, songs, games, and even a snack for each weekly theme. Here is your hostess, Marijo Tinlin.
Hi, this is Marijo Tinlin. Today we are going to talk about Hanukkah. And in 2018, Hanukkah was super early, December 2nd. It started, and so we are going to do this show now, and we are going to jump right in. So Hanukkah, of course, you've probably seen it spelled several different ways, but we're going to say the letter of the week is H for Hanukkah. That's the way we're going to spell it, is with an H, although there are many, many ways of spelling it. And mostly the reason why is because the word does not translate properly into English from Hebrew. So that's why there's some discrepancy on if it starts with CH or just an H or whatever. But anyway, the letter H is something you can show your child. You can point things out that start with H: hand, hold, hammer, hair, whatever you have that starts with an H. Show them a capital H, a lowercase h. Draw an H on paper. Just use your hands or your child's finger and show it to them. You can use bathtub letters, refrigerator letters, whatever. You can also do flashcards, whatever you think will help your child learn the letters. They will start to recognize them the more you work with them. Of course, the number for the week is 8 because that's based on the 8 nights of Hanukkah and the 8 lights, the enough oil to last for 8 nights. Show your child 8 things. You can count to 8. Again, the more you show them those numbers and count to them, they will start to learn those patterns, and that is the beginning of their math brain working. So count to 8 on their fingers because they have at least 8 fingers probably, and that will be a great way to show them that pattern. Show them 8 things that you have. Count out 8 beads or 8 Cheerios or whatever you're working with there. The song of the week is Hanukkah, Oh Hanukkah. It's Bare Naked Ladies' fun song from a few years ago. Their album is really, really fun too. And so in the show notes, you will see a link to that. And you'll be able to also watch a little bit of a video about a klezmer, which is a specific instrument that you will probably recognize the sound of. But the link in the show notes has some fun information about that particular instrument. So I hope you'll listen to that. The story of the week are actually several links to stories and books that I found. It's just with Christmas, it's just like with Christmas, it's so hard to find one story or one book. So I added a link, and I do hope that I will be able to release some bonus content with readings from those stories so that you could listen to those. The first one is called Happy Hanukkah Corduroy, and I don't know if you know the corduroy books or not, but they're so cute. It's a little bear, and that's a really great story by Don Friedman and Lisa McHugh. So check that out at your library, or you might be able to find it online if it's not out of stock or out of print. Sorry. The snack of the week is matzah with jam, and matzah is just an amazing snack. It's gluten-free because it has no wheat, I guess, in it. It doesn't leaven. It's unleavened bread. So you will be able to find that around Hanukkah in your grocery stores. There are traditional Hanukkah bread matzah that you're supposed to use for Hanukkah, but you can also buy it at other times of the year as well. Another traditional food that is so delicious are latkes, which are potato pancakes, and they are also delicious, although you wouldn't want to cook them necessarily with your child because you have to cook them in oil. But they are delicious. The word of the week, since Hanukkah is a Jewish tradition, instead of doing our sort of typical Spanish word, we're going to talk a little bit about some Hebrew words. So dreidel is a small top menorah, as a candelabrum, which is used in the ceremony. Sufganiyot, I hope I said that right, as a jelly donut, and I have a link there to a funny video about these donuts. One person actually calls it heart attack in your hand. They sound delicious. And the Maz Torah, which is Rock of Ages, and it's a song, and there's a link there to that and a little bit more information about that particular song, and you will probably recognize it. The do-it-myself for your child, and this is one of those activities we like doing do-it-yourselves that help sort of empower them, give them some responsibility and achievement, is to set the table. So one of the fundamental tenets of Hanukkah is generosity, and there's a tradition of setting an extra spot at the table for a stranger who might join during the meal. So have your child set up that extra place with maybe a few non-breakable items if you're worried about your everyday tableware. So try that. Help them set that extra spot. The activity of the week is a printable dreidel that you can make out of paper, and you sort of fold it together, and there's instructions in the show notes of how to do that. There's also instructions of how to play the dreidel game in case you don't know that. There's another suggestion to let your child decorate a paper plate for that extra spot we were talking about. The traditional colors of Hanukkah are blue, white, and silver. The yoga pose of the week is the child's pose. And there's the two poses that, let's see, that one is just so, it's a great one. It's a great stretch for your back, and it helps you sort of relax a little bit. I think it's a great back stretch, so that's why I put that in. I put a couple of other ones in, the 8-angle pose and firefly pose, in case you want to laugh a little bit, because those are difficult poses, but they're kind of cute, and they have to do with 8 and with the firefly having to do with the lighting of the candles. So those are a little bit more seasonally appropriate, but super hard. And then finally is our sign language sign of the week, which, again, sign language is always hard to do in a podcast, so I hope you will check this one out on the show notes. For Hanukkah, candle, light, and family, and they're just really wonderful signs to teach your child. If your child is pre-verbal or just learning how to talk, help them learn sign language, because it will help with their frustration levels, and it will help them with accomplishments and communication skills. So it's like learning a second language, and their little brains work very well at this point in time because they don't have any words crowding in there because they don't know how to read yet. So it's a wonderful time to teach them a second language, which can be sign language. So again, remember to give your kiddo a squeeze. Tell them that you love them. I hope that you enjoyed these Hanukkah-related activities for the week. Please, if you enjoyed this show, I hope you will leave a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify or whatever you're listening to this on, so that other people can find that. And also, if you do enjoy the show, please, please, please share it on your social media, on your Facebook page or your Twitter or whatever. You can use the hashtag #TeachingYourToddler, so people can find it. I do hope that you enjoyed the show. Again, have a wonderful holiday season, and I hope you will tune back in and join us again. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for the Teaching Your Toddler Show with Marijo Tinlin. We hope you had some fun and you got some great ideas for the week. Please subscribe to the podcast, like us on Facebook, and visit the website for all the links we discussed at www.teachingyourtoddler.com. This has been the Teaching Your Toddler Show with Marijo Tinlin. Until next time, keep teaching.